Hey guys, what is up? It is Bib07 here again, and welcome to another RuneScape 3 vlog here today. In this video, we're going to be talking about the May month ahead that came out today. Probably one of the latest ones we've had, since they usually come out on the first of the month or even before then, but I think they are often on Friday, so I'm not too sure. But the video for this one this month was actually pretty good. It was actually kind of funny. There was no extreme cringe like they usually have, so if you haven't seen it, I would give it a watch. The only thing that was bad about it was the painfully long Treasure Hunter promo plug, like sort of near the end. So, you know, could be worse. They didn't have any massive cringe, so well done to them. They finally managed to avoid it for once. But yeah, so for the month of May, there is basically only going to be one big update that they've announced, although they kind of made it sound like there might be some other stuff that comes out that they haven't told us about yet. It's kind of ambiguous. They were a little like secretive about it, but the main headline of the month is there's going to be a new quest, so that's pretty sweet. I'm looking forward to that. I always like new quests and stuff. Just, you know, where's Elemental Workshop 5? That's all I care about, to be honest, but still, any new quest is nice to see in the game. This new quest is going to be called Desperate Times, and it's going to be about the Elder Gods. Going to be starting like a new storyline, I guess they kind of said. It's going to be like the beginning of this new story regarding the Elder Gods and stuff. I don't really have all the Elder Gods and storylines straight like in my head, so I don't really know what to expect from this one. The problem with the Elder Gods storyline for me is the Heart of Stone quest, I think. I'm pretty sure that's a significant story point to the Elder Gods and their backstory, and I hate that quest with a passion, so I've never really paid much attention to what happens during it. So maybe I'll have to read up a little bit on some of the stuff about the Elder Gods before this quest comes out. But they said in the video that it is mid-level, which, I mean, if you listen to the requirements, it's low level. It's definitely not mid-level. 50 mining, 50 divination, and 50 smithing are the skill requirements. And if you were to say mid-level, I'd say in the... Well, I guess maybe for quests, that is kind of mid-level stats, but for stats in general, mid-level is in the 70s, in my opinion, for sure. But those are the only skill requirements, 50 in mining, div, and smithing. And then the two quest requirements are the You Are It quest and the Needle Skips, two of the most recent quests. I think both of those came out last year, and they're both really, really easy. I don't think either of them has any requirements at all, to be honest, and they definitely don't have any combat in as far as I remember, so definitely not too difficult of a quest to get the requirements for, and I assume as a result of that there probably won't be much combat, if any, so we'll have to wait and see on that. But the plot, or kind of like what's included in the quest, it includes Karapak, who is a dragonkin. I remember him from a lot of the quests I definitely used to remember enjoying, like Ritual of the Majra and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure Karapak was involved in those storylines, so looking forward to that. I really like the Dragonkin and the stories and quests surrounding them, so should be cool. And so yeah, it sounds like it's a pretty cool quest. It does involve the needle artifact that was obviously discovered during the needle skips, and you're going to be looking into RuneScape's recent past with the needle, it sounded like. And yeah, that's going to be pretty cool. I am looking forward to it. Quests are always fun to do, and I'm interested to see if anything new comes with it. You know, like any new repeatable stuff afterwards, or if it's just a one-off quest. But either way, looking forward to that. And they actually said that Saren is going to be the starting point, because she's going to be pretty involved with the quest. And they said something about like she's building an army to combat the Elder God threat or something like that, and that's pretty cool. I think Saren is a pretty cool, you know, character. She's one of the gods, and you know, obviously Prif is kind of her whole shtick, but apparently she's going to be in Burthorpe Castle for the starting point of this quest. And they said in the article that you can speak to Saren in Burthorpe Castle from May 10th, which is next Friday, so I don't really know why they said that. I'm not sure if it actually does come out next Friday, but that would kind of surprise me since obviously Mondays are the usual update. However, there is a good reason to suspect that it might not be a typo because of the event that is starting next Friday as well, and that is the Song of Saren event that they went over in the month ahead as well. So this is something they'd actually teased previously, how the voice of Saren present in Prif is going to be sort of like echoing throughout the land and give passive bonuses across everywhere. It's honestly pretty similar to like the summer weekends or whatever that they usually do, except it'll be rotating every 2 hours rather than be like a whole weekend, and the whole event itself is just going to take place for one weekend. But yeah, they have teased this previously, and I'm glad it's not just for like absolutely no reason or like a random thing. It's like obviously to do with the new quest, because Saren is involved in uniting the races against the Elder God threat, so it kind of makes sense that her voice is being heard more strongly throughout, the entirety of the game. So that sounds pretty cool. It sounded like, I'm pretty sure they said you get 1.5 times XP on everything, like at all times. So, like a not as an extreme double XP weekend type deal from that. And then there's also going to be bonuses for the song skills, I'm pretty sure. And Ironmen are excluded from the XP bonus, but they do get almost all of the perks from the rotating set from the voice. So it's going to be actually next weekend, and that's why I think maybe the quest will actually come out next weekend, or maybe Saren will just be in the castle and the quest itself will come out on Monday, because this event starts on May the 10th, which is what they had mentioned in their other post about the quest, is that you can talk to her starting May 10th. So that's why I have kind of, I'm not too sure which way they're going with it, but it's going to be from the 10th to the 13th, and each voice or whatever, each song has there's 4 sets of skills. So and it encompasses like all the skills that are included. There's not 4 skills in each, and it rotates every 2 hours, like I said. And Iron Man will get the majority of the perks, so I'll go ahead and read them out here. There's not a whole lot, so I feel fine listing them. One of the voices is for support skills, which includes agility, dunge, slayer, and thieving, plus invention. I don't know why they said plus invention. So yeah, you get extra XP in the activated skills, it says. So I maybe the 1.5 times XP is only in the active skills, but it's confusing because they say players will have the chance to earn 1.5 times XP all weekend. So maybe it is only the active voices. I'm not 100% sure though. But for those skills that I just listed, you'll get no XP penalty for dying in dungeoneering, increased loot and chance of getting totems whilst safe cracking, and all Slayer tasks act as if you have VIP tickets. So as you can see, pretty similar effects to those that happen on the winter summer weekend type deals, which is why I made that comparison. Next up we have combat, which includes obviously like all the combat skills. I don't really need to list those. I'm sure you know what they are. You'll get +1 to all charm drops, decreased cost of instances, and 1 auto resurrection to full health per run in elite dungeons, which is interesting. I wonder how that'll work for hardcore, because they don't have Iron Men excluded from that. They don't have Iron Men excluded from any of the bonuses I've listed so far. Next up is the gathering skills, which are div, farming, fishing, hunter, mining, and woodcutting. You'll have a 10% chance not to deplete Uncharted Island resources on the Ark. The training hotspots in the Hall of Memories won't move as often, and you'll get 10% more beans from selling items on the player-owned farm. So I would start saving up animals if you're normally selling them off. Start saving them up for next weekend. You'll get more beans for selling them during the gathering voice. And the last one is artisan, which includes cooking, construction, crafting, fire making, fletching, herb lore, rune crafting, and smithing. You'll have a reduced chance of burning food. Iron Men are excluded from that one. And you'll have a 2.5% chance to save a secondary when making potions. Iron Men are also excluded from that. And there will be increased node, spawn, and double rewards in the rune span. So those 2 that I listed as Iron Men excluded are the only 2 that they have tagged as excluded. So even Iron Man, I guess, can get more beans from POF, which I guess isn't really that big a deal, to be honest. I was mostly surprised with things like auto resurrection and like the charm drops, kind of. But other than that, most of these things are not too impactful. And it's kind of weird because like they list so many different types of skills for each set, and very few skills actually even have a buff, so I'm not sure if there's some they didn't list here or what, but sounds like a pretty cool event, I guess. But basically just like a one-off summer weekend there, so not the most exciting thing in the world. However, I like how it definitely coincides with the new quest. And that is it for what they announced. Also, the Aura sale is going on right now and continuing until May 31st. So if there's any auras that you wanted, they could be on sale. So go ahead and check the store for that. But they also said that during this month, they'll be announcing the big summer update of 2019, whatever that means. And that's going to be like taking place and ramping up in the days and weeks following the quest, since the quest releases at the beginning of the month. So overall, it seems pretty decent of a month. I mean, anything is better than the month of April we just had. So hopefully the quest is enjoyable and the announcement is actually, exciting. However, it's pretty much like front-loaded for the beginning of the month at this point. We know the delayed clan QOL week is coming this Monday, and I assume the quest is the 13th unless they're actually releasing it on the 10th to line up with the event, but I'm not sure. And then after that, we'll just have to see if this big announcement is something to get excited about, since the second half of the month is likely just going to be patch notes, which, like I said, anything is really better than last month's pretty much lack of content at all. So yeah, overall pretty decent month ahead. I always love a new quest, so really looking forward to this one to come out, and I'll definitely obviously make a video on that, even if it comes out on Friday, which I'm still not sure about. But I left a comment on their Reddit post for the month ahead asking if it was a typo or not, and didn't get a response, unfortunately. So I mean, I assume it isn't a typo at this point because it's been so long, and I am sure I'm not the only person who pointed it out. So we'll have to see if they're just having Saren there and the quest itself is Monday, or how it ends up happening. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, you guys. Overall, not too exciting, not like a super exciting month, but who knows what they're going to be doing with this big announcement. And they kind of made it sound like they might have some secret updates planned for the second half of the month that they didn't announce here. So we'll have to see. But I'll be making another Hardcore Iron Man progress video tomorrow for you guys to check out. And then, of course, the weekly vlog on Monday, where I'll talk about whatever they end up coming out for clan improvements. Thanks for checking out the video, you guys. Let me know your thoughts about this new quest and the potential big summer update in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.